Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Paul, I'm with the Dicey Review, and today we are going to be doing a full solo playthrough of the 1 to 5 player game Imperial Miners coming out from Portal Games on October 4th in 2023. Now, I'm super excited to play this game because it's in the Imperial Settlers universe. It's not technically base Imperial Settlers or anything like that. Essentially what we're trying to do in this game is we are trying to build a network of mine cards down deeper into the ground that we will then activate in reverse order to do chain reactions. But there's a lot of really fun engine building in the game. It's pretty straightforward and simple. It's 10 total turns driven by these event cards here each round. And then after you resolve an event card, if applicable, you play a card and activate it and then start the next round. That's essentially the whole game. I'm not going to do a super in-depth how to play, but the setup has been done and I have my starting hand of cards, so we are ready to get going. All right, so we're ready to get going, and I promise I shuffled these, but 4 out of the 6 starting cards that I have are Roman cards, so it looks like we have a bit of faction synergy. Each of these cards is going to have a cost, an ability that they'll do. They'll also have a faction token on them or symbol on them. And a lot of times these faction symbols work well together. If you have certain symbols in your mind, they'll work well together. And some work well if you don't have that symbol in your mind, or if you have different symbols in your mind. It all kind of depends. But the way that each round is going to go is the first thing that's going to happen each round is we're going to turn over an event card. Now, this is pretty awesome. These event cards will either be immediate events, they will be ongoing events that will affect the game throughout the round, or they will be end of round events. This one has a lightning bolt, meaning that it's an automatic event, and it says that we can either gain 3 points or draw a level 4 card. Now, normally drawing level 4 cards is only available through these technology tracks, which we'll look at in a bit, progress boards rather. So getting a level 4 card this early could be pretty good for long-term strategy, but 3 points is nothing to sniff at either. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go for the long-term, hopefully long-term gains and gain a level 4 card. The reason that level 4 cards are so good is because they will allow you to gain 4 points every time you activate them. Now, that being said, activating them, we might need to figure out a way to activate another card to make sure that we activate them more than twice to get a net gain from this decision. But either way, this event has been resolved, so now we're going to move into the mine phase. And in the mine phase, you will do 2 things. You will play a card and then activate that card in a chain. So when we're starting out in the game right here, we can only play level 1 cards. Each card has a level on it, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can also see them on the card backs. And these cards have to be played in the appropriate levels below your progress board here, below your surface board. So we have to start off with level 1 and build our way down. We also don't start the game with any gold. So normally whenever you play cards out, you have to pay their cost. Since we don't have any gold to pay any costs, we have to build a level 1 because those cards are free as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with my Roman strategy because I have a lot of Roman cards. And this long term, all of my cards are going to relate, it looks like, at least for my opening hand, to filling up mine carts. Now mine carts can either be completely empty, where there's 2 empty halves. They can either be half full or they can be completed or full. And each of these mine carts will give you points at the end of the game if they're full. And also a lot of card texts reference mine carts in your mine as well. For instance, after I've placed this card, I would then get to activate it and work my way up to the surface board. I can either gain 1 gold, or if this card has at least 2 completed mine carts on it, I could gain 2 gold. Now, I only have 1 completed mine cart because of this space right here. So unfortunately, I will have to choose the top option, just simply gaining 1 coin. So I'll go ahead and put that in my supply over here. After I do that, I would then, however, get to activate one of the 3 abilities at the top. of my surface board. You have a chain reaction. You start at the bottom from the card that you've placed and work your way up. Now, on a future turn, I think I would like to have at least, oh, that's a level 3 card. So on a future turn, I would like to be able to have at least 2 gold. Now, currently, I only have 1 gold. So I think what I'm going to do is just do the simple option here on the surface board and activate it to gain 2 more gold. So after that's been done, if there's any end of round event that needs to be activated, you would activate it. If not, you move on to the next round by turning over an event card. That's the whole game. This is how it plays. We play for 10 rounds, and then whoever has the most victory points in a multiplayer game wins. In a single player game, your solo score will be determined on how well you do. It's kind of like a beat the score type solo mode. So in this instance, we have an ongoing event that says each time you complete a minecart, gain 2 gold. This is amazing because what I wanted to do anyway was complete a minecart on this round. So it is now time for me to play a card. Now, I'm going to play a level 2 card. Whenever you play cards that are below level 1, they have to go in their appropriate row. So this one's a level 2, so it has to go in level 2. And when you play cards that are level 2 or 3, you have to pay their cost immediately. Now this one costs 2 coins, so I'll go ahead and I will pay those 2 coins. And it has an ability that activates right away. Once again, you activate the card that you place and then you work your way up to the surface board. So this ability says I gain 1 coin and I gain a minecart token. Now, in this game, whenever you gain minecart tokens, you get to place them on minecarts that are half full only. So I have 2 half full minecarts. You can see there's one right here that has half a full card of gold and one right here that has half a full card of gold. When you gain minecarts, you need to place them right away, and you can only place them on carts that are half full. But when you place them and fill up a minecart, that is now a full minecart for any game effects and any in-game scoring. So in this example, I have completed a minecart. Now, because I've done that, this ongoing effect for the round says whenever you complete a minecart, gain 2 coins. So I have fully activated this card, gaining a coin and completing and gaining a minecart. I've completed a minecart, gaining 2 points. And now, since this card has at least 2 completed minecarts on it, 1, 2, I can gain 2 more coins. So you can see how as you place these cards, the chains, the combos really start to pile up. Now I'm at the top of the surface board and I need to go ahead and choose one of the 3 options. Now, I technically have enough money to spend 4 coins and activate this little middle action right here, which would allow me to progress on one of these progress boards. But I need to make sure that I have enough money to play my card for next round. I would like to play this level 3 card that would allow me to gain 2 minecarts, because then I can start to really pile up the completed minecarts in my mind. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to progress just for now. And I'm going to pick between gold or drawing 3 cards. Now, I think I'm going to draw 3 cards to fill up my hand because that will put me at 8 cards, which is your hand limit in the game. And I'm kind of low on level 1 and 2 cards. So whenever you draw cards, I can draw 3. You can pick from any deck. So I think I'm going to draw 1 from level 1. Okay, so I've drawn a Japanese card. Draw 1 from level 2. Okay, I drew an Aztec and an Egyptian card. Do I want another level 3? I have 2 level 3 cards, both of them Roman. So I think I'm going to go for another level 2. I think I'm going to go for another level 2 card. So I drew a level 2 card that is a Scots card. Okay, so I've done that. That means that my action is completely done. The mind phase is done, which means that we move on to the next round. Now, this event card says, when playing a card into your mind, gain 1 point for each adjacent card that matches its faction. Ooh boy. Man, if I had a level 2 Roman card, that could be really good. Because I could place a level 2 right here, and then I would have 2 adjacent cards, which would give me 2 points. But I think the best I can do in this round is play my card to gain the 1 point. So it is now, the event phase is happening. Or the event phase has already happened, so now it's my turn to go ahead and play a card. Now, I want to play this level 3 Roman card. Now, when you place a card, once again, you have to pay its cost, so I'm going to pay the 4 coins. I have placed this card next to one faction that's adjacent, which means I will get 1 point. The points in this game are 1, 5, and 10, so I have gained 1 point. Now, in addition, I'm also creating points by some of these different things that I'm doing here, but I am hoping to gain a lot more points before the game is over. All right, but I have placed my card, which says that I can gain 2 minecart tokens. Now, I have 2 minecart tokens, and I do have 2 half-full carts that I could fulfill here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up these 2 carts, which technically gives me 2 points. It also gives me some ongoing effects that I can potentially activate or use later. There are cards that reference how many minecarts you have. Like, for instance, this one right here could be really, really good. Oh man, that one could be really good. Okay, anyway, so I have gained my point. I've placed this cart and gained 2. I've placed this card and gained 2 carts. I now get to activate this card, gaining 1 coin. Now, I could gain a minecart. The only problem is I don't have any half-full carts to complete, so I can't technically gain this cart and complete it. I will then gain 2 more coins because this card has 2 carts on it. And now I can either spend 4 coins or 8 coins to advance. I could draw 3 cards. What do I want to do? Or I could gain 2 coins. I've got enough. Oh man, I need 9 coins to play this level 3 card, but I also need another level 2 card to play out before I could even place that one somewhere. I would love, you know what? I'm really liking the Roman strategy here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw cards, and I'm going to draw cards from the level 2 deck, I think. So I'm going to draw 1 card. Okay, that's an Atlantean card. 2 cards, that's a Japanese card. Ugh. Okay, choose any, gain 2 for each different faction in the chosen level. Okay, so the Japanese cards give you bonuses for having different factions. Barbarians work with collapse tokens. The Atlantean cards tend to work with these machine tokens. I think I'm going to go for another level 2 and hope that it's a Roman. It is not a Roman. It is a... Oh, but that's a good card. This is a good card. This is a good one. This one may be the one I play next round. Okay, now, however, I have to discard down to 8. So I am going to potentially keep this one. I don't think I want to keep this one, so I'll discard this one to its discard pile. How many am I at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I needed to discard 1 more. Gain 3 or spend 5 to gain 2 coins, but you can spend less for each. Let's see. You know, I'm going to discard this Atlantean card. I don't think I'm going to work with machine tokens very much in this game, so I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the Roman cards, potentially a little bit of gladiator, a little bit of barbarian or Egyptian, maybe a bit of Japanese. We'll see how it works. Okay, so I've drawn the 3 cards, which means that it's now the end of the round. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over. Now we have an end of round effect. It says you may discard 2, 3, 4, 5 cards from your hand to gain 1, 3, 6, 10 gold. I will likely do that at the end of this round. However, it is now time to play a card. I could place this card here. This is going to give me 3 incomplete minecarts. Now, whenever you're placing cards below level 1, you have to have a card above them. So I've met this requirement here. I have to pay 2 coins to go ahead and play this card. And this card says that I can place a collapse marker on this card to advance up to 4 spaces. Now, collapse marker tokens, whenever you try and activate a card that has a collapse marker on it, it just doesn't get activated and then you move on. So on the next turn, I would have to skip this one or just get rid of the collapse token instead of activating it. But advancing 4 spaces is pretty good. Also, gaining 3 more spots where I can place cart tokens is good as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I get to advance 4 spaces. Now, where to advance? Whenever you advance, to start off, this one has a lot of money, which I think is going to help me. But to start off, you would need to go 1 and then move your remaining spaces 2, 3, 4, which would give me 5 coins, and I think that's going to be the play. I'm going to go over on the economy progress board. So I think that'll be good because that'll give me some money. That now gives me enough money if I activate, as I activate up, to play this 9 cost level 3 card, which is going to be pretty fantastic. That's such a good card. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I've advanced. I've gained my money. I am now going to gain 2 more coins because this card has at least 2 carts on it. Now I could pay to advance more, but I'm going to save. I need to save my 9 coins to play my other card. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 cards to fill up my hand so that I can then discard down to 8. I'll go ahead and draw from level 1. See if I get. If you advance this round, gain 2. So what am I at now? I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have a full hand. 8. Let me go level 3 again, because I could play another level 3 card, and then if I get another Roman card, which that's a Japanese card, so I can probably discard this one. Although that one is not bad for points. Okay. So I need to discard down to 1. I'll go ahead and discard this Japanese card to level 1. And then one more level, let's go one more level 1 card. You know, I'm going to go level 3 card. Okay, place up to 1. I'm going to get rid of this one right away. Although that's not a bad ability. Man, this is getting tough. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. It is now the end of the round, which means we need to resolve an end of round effect. So you can discard 2, 3, or 4 cards from your hand to gain 1, 3, or 6 gold. Really, to get value out of this, I would probably need to discard 3 cards. So I think I can discard Teamwork. That's not a bad card, especially with this one. This could be a cool combo to advance and place this one in advance. But I don't know that that's going to be worth it long term. I only have a few turns left. So that's 1, 2, and then 1 more that I need to get rid of. 3. 3 cards gives me 3 coins. That's not bad. Okay, so, and I'll go ahead and make change. I'm gonna get a, actually I'm gonna put about 4, so I'll be okay. All right, so now we're in the next round. So we're gonna go ahead and place this round here. Choose a card in your mind and swap it with the top card of its corresponding deck without activating it or any other card. Oh no. Choose a card in your mind and swap it with the top card. This could be really good or very bad. Honestly, I need to keep this card because of how many completed mine carts it has and is going to have. This could be a big point card for me. So I think what I'm going to do, is I'm going to replace this one maybe. Okay, so let's swap a level 2 card, and it is now a, okay, still had 3 half carts for me. Or gain 1 point for each thing on this card. That's not terrible, I guess. It says swap it with the top card of the deck, so I guess I put it right there. Without activating any of it or any other cards. Okay, so that's just something I had to do. Now we're going to go ahead and play our cards. Now I really want to play this level 3 card to start getting some points. I could play it right here. This is going to give me, let's see, if I play it right here, that's going to give me no mine cards that I can complete. So I want to play it over here because this is going to give me some mine cards that I can complete. So now I have to pay 9 total coins. So I'm going to pay these 9 coins and I get to activate it. Choose any card in your mind, gain a point for each completed mine card on that card. I've got this one for 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. So 3 points. So I'm going to gain 3 points for that one. We're starting to gain points. Hopefully we can gain a lot more. We'll see. Now, that being said though, the only bummer is that now I'm going to activate this in a line. Okay, so place a machine token on this card or gain a point for each machine token. So I guess I'll just go ahead and place 1 on that card. Then I go up here, I get 2 coins. And what do I want to do? Do I want to spin to advance some? The cards that I'm going to play next, I think will probably be a level 4 card, which means it'll be free. So I'm going to pay 4 to advance 2 spaces. I can advance 2 spaces, which means, oh, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, gain 4 coins for each progress space you advance during this action, which means I'm going to gain 8 coins. So that's a very good trade. That's 4 for 8. And I've increased some on my progress board. And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn over this next event card and see what happens here. As you can see, this game really hums along. End of round, resolve the effect of your current space on your progress board if possible. Ooh, so I think I want to advance this round, if I can. Which I think I can, because I'm going to have a whole bunch of money left, because I'm going to play a level 4 card. Okay, so on my turn, I'm playing a level 4 card. I'm playing this one right here. It's free. That gives me 2 complete mine carts. I am then going to gain 2 points. So I'm going to gain a 5 and a 1. A 5 and a 1. Let's see here. And then I'm going to go this route, I think. I'm going to gain 2 mine carts. I will complete this one right here so that I can really max out this one for points later. This one right here, sure. And then I will gain a coin and another mine cart. So gain this one, put it right here maybe. And then I will gain 2 more coins. And then I will get to pick one of these things. So I do want to advance. I could advance 2 spaces. And what I could do is gain a lot of money to hopefully really maximize how many points I could get at the end of this economy track. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 4 coins here to advance 2 spaces, gaining 5 more coins. 5 coins. Then at the end of the round, resolve the effect of your current progress board if possible, gaining 5 more coins. So that worked out pretty well. And now that's the end of the round. Next round, we only have a few more turns left. I think 4 total turns left. So we got to get some points. You may spend 1, 3, ooh, to gain 4 points. That's not bad. This needs to be, this looks like it needs to be a money round. How can this be a money round? If you have 4 or more different factions in your mine, I've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I could gain some money. So I could also play this level 3 card. Oh man, I need to get a level 4 card as well. I want to reactivate this card as much as possible. Okay, so honestly, I think, I know this is supposed to be a money round, but I think I may need to just do this. That does not feel good, but I think I'm going to do this because it creates 3 new half carts that I could potentially fill. And then I'm going to be able to probably spend, I would need to spend 8 to advance enough to get to the end of the economy track, which would leave me, okay, so, well, I'll gain 1 coin to start off. Then I get to this one. If I spend 8, I would advance up to 5 spaces, which would get me to the end of the economy track. And I can spend money to gain a point for every 3 coins that I spend, which is a total of 12, so I could get 4 points. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 8. So the only problem with that is that if I do that, I will then have to, ooh, that's not good. You know what? I think I'm going to, oh man. I'm going to spend 8 to advance enough. Then I'm going to spend 6. So I'm going to advance to the end of here. You can spend any amount of money and gain a point for every 3 spent. So I'll spend 6 to get me 2 points. which will leave me enough money to play this level 3 card. And then at the end of the round, I will spend 1 more coin to gain 1 more point. Ugh, I'm not doing well. This is frustrating. I'm not doing well, but with my remaining movement, I get to go to the bottom of another progress board. I can get another level 4 card. I really want to get another level 4 card to either activate this card, I think, probably. And then I can also get a faction draw to give me more Roman cards, which might be good, but honestly, I may not have time. Anyway, that's the end of the round. I've done the end of the round event, so let's see what the event brings. You may discard any number of cards from your hand and then draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I could get rid of, okay, ooh. Different faction that's adjacent to that one. Honestly, none of these are amazing. I'm going to discard both of these level 3, and then I'm going to draw 5 cards, and I think I'm going to start out, okay, so I can do one at a time. So I'm going to go 1, 3 mummies. Okay. 2, activate all cards in your mind with those markers. That's not bad, but that costs 8, which I can't play, so I'll do another level 3. 3, gain 1 for each faction adjacent to this one, different faction. That's the same one I had, essentially. 4, advance 3 spaces, resolve the effects of all 3 spaces. What? That's, okay, 4. That's the one I think I want to play. That is a good card. And I have just enough. Holy cow. I'll draw 1 more level 3 card just in case. Place 1 on this card, advance up to 8 spaces. Jeez Louise. That is really good. Okay. So I think place 1 on this card and advance up to 8 spaces. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this one because this card is crazy, crazy good. Okay, so I spend 5 and I play this card here. Now, it doesn't leave me with any half cards, unfortunately, but it leaves me with a good progression path, and this ability is super good. Advance 3 spaces and resolve the effects of all 3 spaces. So I'm going to advance 1, gain 3 coins. That's good. Advance again, gain a point. That's good. I'm at 10 points plus the things here. I'm going to advance another space and draw a level 4 card, which is great because that's going to leave me with some empty half cards that I can get, 2 points. I am now activating this card. I gained a coin and then I gained a half card that I can place somewhere. I will do it right here, because now this card is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points if I activate it with this card, which is pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do, gain a coin, and then I can either I'll gain 2 coins because that's just better. Now, I've gained 2 coins. I have enough to advance some if I want to. I could advance 2 spaces, which would allow me to get a faction draw, which would not be terrible. And I could then potentially, okay, so I could do a level, I'm gonna have 2 cards left. So honestly, getting to do a faction draw, I guess I could do it for level 1. And then, although I really just want more level 4 cards. I want as many level 4 cards as I can get. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Do I want to advance just in case? I could advance and get a level 2 Roman card, or, but if I do that, I'm going to spend some money, which would probably be okay because I'm going to get it to advance next turn, which might give me some money. Okay, I'll pay 4 to advance 2, 1, 2, and do a faction draw. So I think I want to do a level 1 card, maybe? Do I even have a level 2 card that I can play? No, I would need to do a level 2 card and probably play it here. So level 2, I'll do Roman. Okay, so bloop, When you do a faction draw, you're supposed to put these cards aside until you get what you want, and then shuffle all the cards back into the deck. Barbarian, Roman. Okay, gain 3 coins or spend 6 to gain 2. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Okay, so gaining 3 coins is not bad. It's better than nothing. These are shuffled back into the deck. Okay, so I advanced, I gained the thing. It is now the next round. Okie dokie. So next round, we've got 2 turns left. Ongoing, each time you complete a cart, gain a point. Oh, man. I could gain 3 points if I were to go here for a total of 5. So the challenge is, do I think I could gain a level 4 card to reactivate this card because it's so good? This would be a 5-point card for me, 6. But if I complete the carts, that's really kind of double, because at the end of the game, you get a point for every cart as well, which we'll see here in a second. So I think I'm going to play my level 4 and I'm going to put it right here instead of putting it over here to activate this card again. And the reason is, oh, because I can also go 1, 2. Holy cow, this is a much better turn. Okay, so gain 2 points. First thing, gain 2 points. I then am going to do this. Advance 3 spaces and resolve the effects of all 3 spaces. So, gain a coin, gain 3 points, gain 2 points. Holy cow. Okay, so gain 2. This is a 5. This is actually a 10. Okay, man, this turn is going to be good. I will then get to gain a coin and gain a mine cart, and the mine cart can be put down anywhere really. Sure, here, why not? There, which is going to give me a point at the end of the game, but it's also going to give me a point because I've completed a mine cart here. Okay, and then I can now get 2 coins either way, so I'm going to go do that. And now, what am I going to do on my last turn? What am I going to do? I could place a level 2 card here, which would I could spend 6. I'm not going to have enough money though, unless I just get money. Or what I could do is I could gain 4 points by just doing this. 4 more points to advance 2 spaces, 1, 2. Choose any faction, gain a point for each card of that faction in your mind. I'm going to choose Romans, 1, 2, 3, 4. More points, right? That's the play, right? So I'm going to gain a green and put this one back. So overall, that was a pretty good turn. And now it's the last round, so I need to decide what I'm going to do. The cost of each card is decreased by 4. Okay, should I play? I mean, really, all I could do, though, is I can't place a level 3 card. I can't place a level 4 card. Sorry, this should have gone to the end of another board somewhere, a different board. I'll go here. Oh, I could activate any non-Egyptian... any non-Egyptian card in my mind if I can get there. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get there because I would need 8 to progress up to 5. Is there anything I could do to progress more to activate this card? No, I don't think I'm going to be able to have enough money. So this card is free to, or will I? Because this card is free to play because all the cards' costs are reduced by that much. I would gain 3, which is going to be 5, would give me 7. Plus I would need the 2 that I would get from that, I think, right? No, I would need, okay. So I could place this card I guess that's the only card that I really can place. I can gain 3 coins from it, which really does nothing for me other than 1, 2, 3. I can then activate this. I think I now have 4 different factions in my mind, which is going to give me 2 more, which is just 1 away from being able to activate another non-Egyptian card in my mind. So instead of doing that, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do to give me money to give me any points, because money's not points. And drawing cards really does nothing for me. So, you know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna spend 4 to advance 2 and stop here and get 5. There we go. Now I would have had enough. Anyway, once we do that, you score points at the end of the game for all of your points and your mine cards. So I am going to have a total of 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 total points, I believe, which if I check the rule book, that means that I am an underground laborer, which is just barely ahead of the worst. So now I will say I played this game one other time solo and got like in the 50 plus range, I think, which would make me a adept miner, underground engineer, somewhere depending on how much I scored. But at least now you can see how the game plays and just how kind of cool it is and how snappy it is. This game is really thinky, really quick, and can play up to 5 players with essentially the exact same amount of time as what just took as what it just took us here. So because everybody's playing simultaneously, everybody resolves the events at once. So really good, really snappy game, a lot of fun, tough decisions. It's 10 turns and you're done. But there are a lot of those cool synergies like what you would see in Imperial Settlers or 51st State or something like that. And the theming is fantastic. I love the Imperial Settlers theme. So really cool game. Check it out if you get a chance. It's going to be coming out on October 4th in 2023. If you're watching this much later than October 4th, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. But hopefully this was enjoyable. Like I always say at the end of the videos, if you're enjoying the content, if you're liking what we do, what I put out, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so that you're notified, and you can always connect with us on social media or by visiting our Board Game Geek as well, like I always say. But hopefully this was helpful. Make sure to give it a look if you see it in a game store, or you can go to the Portal Games website to pre-order it, I believe, now. And you can find it later on in retail and distribution. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'll see you at the table.